anyone wishing? 5-minute time limit per speaker. Please direct all your questions or comments to the mayor. Impertinent, specious, or personal remarks are inappropriate, and anyone who cannot follow common rules of courtesy or who becomes boisterous may be asked to leave the meeting room.
I'll be down,
We're in public,
yeah, Thursday.
I took the wrong thing down.
Right.
Live.
public live.
Wait a minute, buddy.
Call me for driveway work.
If you are reading from a prepared statement, please provide a written copy and email a copy to the Borough Clerk's office after making your comments. We are on item number 5 on the agenda, ladies and gentlemen, who came in late. If anyone wishes to be heard during this first portion of public comment, seeing no one, I'll close the first portion of public comment. Going right on to item 6, the work session, the engineer's report. Mr. Schreck, nice to see you.
Thank you, Mayor. Raritan Public Library, we're working on the electrical upgrade design. Right now, we're getting feedback from PSE&G that tells me 21 to 26 days before we get the information we need on the service. So I expect we'll have the design at least sometime in October. Orlando Drive Phase 3, the meeting with County Parks on Thursday afternoon and finalizing our response to Green Acres. Thompson Street.
That one, you had the meeting last Thursday or this Thursday?
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
This Thursday, coming up at 2 o'clock. Thompson Street, New Jersey Americans replacing 1,100 feet of cast iron pipe with potholes.
And it's been a joy.
It's been a joy, but the joy at the end is that we're getting a whole new road out of it.
Oh, good, I was gonna ask you
Yeah,
that.
and we'll mill and overlay from curb to curb. They'll complete the trenching this year. Probably we'll let the trench settle over the winter time before we pave. Utilized some of the repair dollars you gave us to do some curb repairs. And if we want to talk about a crosswalk, now's the time to have that.
Well, apparently the chief says the crosswalk is a no-go in that spot, because it's too close to the
Okay, that
curb.
was a short
Too
conversation.
close to the,
We can,
oh,
Right. There's that one driveway next to the parking lot. I think the town was gonna get rid of, remember?
it
Is
was,
there an opportunity to fix that now?
it was done by special resolution a number of years ago, so that the individual had a spot to pull the car in off the road when it snowed. And that individual no longer owns her car. And it was an illegal curb cut to begin with. So is this the appropriate, I think what Andy's asking, is this
Is
the
the appropriate
appropriate
time to not dig it up again, so you can fix the,
to do it?
I'll look at it, but it doesn't have to do with the water project. Like I said, the water project will be finished, but
Right.
before we do the resurfacing.
that's what I'm saying, right?
we can
But
look
it's
at
on the side
Mark
of
Serrano?
Corona.
Corona.
It's on the side of the road.
Song,
My Sharona.
It's on the side, God, you're sick, both of you. It's on the side of the road that, the digging has been
All right, we'll talk.
done.
Yeah.
All right, technical review committee, that's something new. That's from the planning board. We just, planning board moved on that at the last meeting. We set up a technical review committee to give assistance to some applicants that have a more complex application. Rather than come back a couple times to the planning board, after we do our initial review, I'll have time to come back and make some discussion. So the Raritan Valley Professional Center is going to be coming in tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact, for a technical review. Thompson Street Firehouse Generator, will be receiving bids on Thursday for that. I expect to award that at the next meeting. I have one other item to add to this. It has to do with Victoria and Southwick reconstruction. We completed the project last month. I expected to have it on for the bill list, but the contractor did not submit all his paperwork. He submitted the paperwork now, and we're ready to recommend payment. I'd like the payment to be authorized at the council at this meeting so we can close the job out with the county. This is a county-funded project, and the county's been doing that. And the total amount that we would pay is $119,202.50. That includes release of retainers. They've submitted a maintenance bond and have completed the punch list for County, what's the process now?
If,
Is it pre-approved?
if it's approved, we'll release the check, it'll go on the bill list for the 27th.
Okay, so that's what I
We'll
would.
release the check immediately.
Stan, I have a question on the Thompson Street Firehouse generator. Maybe this is a typo. Should it be? It's not JCP, what is LP?
Local public contracts law.
Okay,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you. Thank you.
You knew that.
Thanks. Okay, thanks, Walter.
All right, do we need a motion then for the check release?
Yes.
Yes,
Make a motion
okay.
Second.
To release the check.
to release the check to the
CMS contract.
CMS contractors in the amount of $119,202.50.
Motion made by the council president, second by Mr. Sebelia. Dan, do the roll call.
Councilwoman Karen.
Yes.
Councilman Fooey.
Yes.
Councilman Giraldi.
Yes.
Council President LaBelle.
Aye.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
All right, thank you, that's all I have, answer that question.
Thank
Can
you.
we do a survey sort of in town on sewer and catch basins that need repairs? Because I've been told that there's one on Berwick and I think there's another one on Coddington. And I think if we
Well, you
can,
have a stormwater coordinator appointed in Public Works. He's supposed to have that inventory, he's supposed to inspect his basins every year, all of them. He's
can you
supposed-
work with him and,
Yeah, he's supposed to clean them and make a list of any that are in need of repair.
Mhm.
And that's supposed to go on the report, the MS4 report that's submitted every April.
All right.
So he should have that.
because, I mean, I think we replaced or repaired 8 or so last year. I think.
You could certainly go
Something
out,
to
and
keep
you're
up with.
first on Public Works and
All right, I'll talk to Bob.
engineering. Okay.
Thank
I
you.
just have a quick question. The Somerset County Planning Board is accepting nominations for the Land Development and Planning Awards. Are we doing anything with that, with Stonebridge or anything?
I think we'll have a good application next year.
Oh, next year? Okay.
Yeah. They're very picky about those. Okay. Very picky. Okay, any other questions for the engineer? Okay. Best practices inventory, Dan, that's yours.
Yes, we're completing our annual best practices checklist for the Division of Local Government Services. And in order to have the amount of yeses, which would give us full state aid, we want to bolster it. We think right now we have enough, but we want to bolster it by adopting a fund balance or surplus policy for the borough. And Karen has seen some of them and drafted one. I reviewed it. It talks about the borough maintaining an existing fund balance surplus of 5 to 15% of the previous year's local government tax levy. I emphasize it says shall attempt to, so it doesn't box us in. I think as a goal, it's not bad, and I would just recommend that you adopt it tonight, so that we can answer affirmatively in the best practices checklist.
That's fine. Okay.
Did you want to vote, or did you just want to,
Just go
for
ahead.
objections?
I'm good.
We don't
It's
need a
okay, the
motion on that.
policy,
Yeah.
okay, fine, thank you.
That's good. Halloween parade route.
This is, Recreation has already applied to the county for the Halloween parade and gotten approval for using the county road, Somerset Street. And the Recreation was just asking for the council's blessing on the parade.
When my conversation with Bob Andrzejczyk, he would like to start it at 5:30.
5:30.
He wanted to start it at 5, and I brought to his attention that St. Anne's Church has a mass that probably comes out about 5 o'clock, so he pushed it back to 5:30.
5:30. It's gonna be down Somerset Street to Thompson Street, down 2nd Street to Church Street and back.
Okay.
Good.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, was that on the flyer? Are they gonna know that? I didn't see the flyer.
I don't know whether the flyers come out or not.
Oh, okay.
Do you know
People are gonna know at
Fire
5:30.
band.
It's been 6 o'clock for,
Yeah, he felt that if we did it a half, that's the night that we go back to standard time, and he felt that if we do it a half hour early, it's.
yeah, I understand that, but
It's
to
a
the
Saturday
people,
night, yeah.
are they gonna know? It's 5:30 versus 6.
We put it on the website and
Website, okay.
on the flyer. We'll make sure
Okay.
that's all updated. Thank you.
And the last item is the acceptance of chairs from J&J for the administrative offices. If you peeked into Dan's office, you see he has a plethora of chairs down there. He has more chairs than anybody, than people have ever been in his office over the past 25 years he's been here with us, I think. I mean, you got 8,
So,
10 chairs?
yeah, I just want to get rid of 6 chairs, and the others were donated by Johnson Johnson, just for the record. Said that they were donated by Johnson Johnson.
Did we ever have a conversation about your desk? Did you ever bring that to council?
Well, the one quote that I got that fit the size and so on, I thought was kind of on the expensive side, so I really need
But
to.
it was $1,800.
A drawer front missing from one of his drawers.
Well, let's go back a little bit. He's had that desk for how many years?
31.
And it-
31, so
it-
30 years.
And it came, did it come from J&J too?
No,
Like my old furniture did?
no, I think it came with the building.
I think we could give Dan,
It's an antique.
can we get Dan a new desk for $1,800?
Yeah, so then.
I think it was more though, honestly, Greg, I don't, I think it was 2,000, so I have to look, on sale.
If we break it down by month, 31 years and 1,800, I think we can,
He's not gonna be here before
We're not gonna leave it at,
the desk will.
No.
the desk will be.
Let me revisit that, I'll get the quotes and you can
Get
make
an
it.
exact replica of the one the Oval Office was
We just have a motion to accept the gift from Johnson.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All right, motion made by Mr. Foley, second by the council president. All those in favor?
Thank you.
Opposed? All right, moving on to item number 7, we have 2 mayoral appointments to the Environmental Commission. Mr. Charles Toy and Mr. Keith Abrams to fill unexpired terms until 12/31/15.
Make that motion.
Can I ask a question? How many meetings have we had at the Environmental Commission this year?
Not many do, but I think four.
And this one,
I would say
One?
maybe
More than one, two?
3 or 4.
Three?
All right, moving on to item number 8, the ordinance second reading, ordinance number 2015-09, an ordinance of the Borough of Raritan, County of Somerset, State of New Jersey, adding chapter 260, precious metals, gems, and secondhand goods to the code of the Borough of Raritan.
Ready to put it to a vote?
It's on the table right now, I need a motion.
I make a motion.
To open to,
Take it off, we need a motion to take it off the table.
Make a motion to take it off the table.
all right, motion made to move from the tables, or a second?
Second.
Okay. Now, is there a motion to,
Somebody have to vote.
Make the motion.
No, are they just, you can just
all
second
eyes.
it?
All eyes.
Everybody
Okay.
to read the move for the
Yeah.
table.
Right.
All eyes.
now, is there a motion to adopt ordinance 2015-09?
I'd like to make a motion to adopt.
No.
No, we can vote no, and it goes down.
Okay.
Or you
So motion-
second.
Motion has been made to adopt ordinance
I'll make a
2015-09.
second.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Now we vote.
We'll get
Yeah,
there.
there's no-
No, if there were no,
No,
if
no,
there were
I've
no
never done it that way.
second,
It would've died.
it would have died.
Yeah.
Well, we can vote no.
All right, that's fine.
No.
So motion made by Council President, second by Mr. Giraldi.
Councilwoman Kara,
No.
Councilman
Oh,
Foley,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's a second reading, so technically we should open up the public for discussion before you vote on it.
Oh, that's right, it's been a second reading forever.
Sorry about that.
All right.
We did have a
It's been a
public
sec-
hearing on July 14th.
We did,
We did open the public
We
hearing.
did.
For the second reading?
Yes, we
Yes.
did have a second reading on
Yes.
July
Okay.
14th.
yes, we
I stand
did.
corrected.
Somebody understands.
Your
Oh.
nose is still good.
I'll read the roll call.
Okay.
Councilwoman Kara,
No.
Councilman Foley,
No.
Councilman Giraldi,
No.
Council President LaBelle,
No.
Councilman Sebelia.
No.
Okay. All right, the next item is item number 10, is Resolution 2015-10-112. A resolution of approval to submit a grant application and execute a grant contract with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the improvements to the Sherman Avenue project. Is there someone that would like to move this resolution?
So moved, Mayor.
Motion made by Mr. Fooey.
Second.
Second by Mr. Sebelia. Before we do the roll call, Mr. Schreck, I think I brought it to your attention once before, and this is a good time to discuss it. There are a number of houses, perhaps 4, 6 at the most, on Sherman Avenue that do not have gas line hookups. This would be an excellent opportunity to give these people an opportunity to hook up their houses to gas.
That was a good idea.
And I believe it's in the block from between Victoria and 206.
We advise the gas
Sounds
and
like it is.
the water company of our intended work schedule.
Okay. All right.
I think you already know about this.
All right, so motion made by Mr. Fooey, second by Mr. Sebelia. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Karen,
Yes.
Councilman Fooey,
Yes.
Councilman Geraldi.
Yes.
Council President LaBelle.
Aye.
Councilman Sebelia.
Yes.
All right, very good. We have no purchase orders. We do have one correspondence that has come to me. It's addressed to Mr. Richard Miller, Chairman of the Raritan Borough Land Use Board. Dear Chairman Miller, on September 15th, 2015, the sale of my home in Raritan was completed, and I am therefore no longer eligible to sit as a member of the Raritan's Land Use Board. I am therefore rendering my resignation effective immediately. It is truly a bittersweet separation because in the 15 years I served on the board, I have enjoyed every minute of it. I have met wonderful people, and together I feel we were able to effect a positive change for the town. Although I would like to take credit for it, the performance of the board has always had more to do with the quality of people I served with, their dedication, readiness, and their mutual respect for each other. I would especially like to thank the board engineer and attorney for their years of counsel and coaching when I served as chair, and have grown to consider them friends. So although I am sad to be leaving, I am pleased that the board is left in such capable hands, and would like to thank each of you for all the support you gave me all these years. Sincerely, Thomas A. Granahan. So, having said that, we need to, at our next planning board meeting, we need to move some people around. And any other correspondence that we need to?
I just have one thing, on October 24th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., there's gonna be electronic recycling up at Washington School, and that is open to everyone, not just Raritan residents.
And there's also another shredding on October the 17th at the Greenbrook Municipal Building. We come to the second portion, public comment. Anyone wishing to be heard? Mr. Tozzi, it's good to see you back.
Thank you. What was that date, Greg?
24th.
9 to 2.
Hi, Donald Tozzi, 30 Glacier Avenue. I've been all over the place, so I haven't had time to meet their meetings, but just want to talk about how great the Basilone Parade went. It was probably one of the most better parades we had with people, because they started by Agnew and worked their way all the way down every part of the street, so there was more people than you thought. Our company did donate a small piece of charity to the parade, and next year we're thinking about having the parade, and after 3 o'clock comes, go back down to the canal and have it set up like a mash tent with all free food, and having a duck shootout, and all the duck money goes to the Basilone Committee to the town. So that's what we're gonna bring up on next year's board, because it could be a one-day event. It doesn't have to take months and months to do. I know they're stubborn about it, but here's the bottom line. All the money goes back to the town. So we can make it the Basilone shootout, so we're gonna be working on that next year. And Denise is invited. I don't think she realized it yet. We were chosen out of all the events I've done in Raritan and other places, and Denise helping, we are chosen for our name on the charity wall at the Steeplechase Medical Center. So my name will be on the charity wall, and on one of it will be the rubber duck race and some other stuff. So Lisa puts Raritan on the wall under my name. It's a big, big thing for Raritan to have, believe it or not, just not a little thing. But we are working on some other events, but we think that the parade with that, it would just keep it going, because it stops at 3, go down, have something to eat, all done in one shot, and you keep the money in the house rather than sending the money out of the house.
One of the things I want to, one of the ideas I want to throw out to you is that I've heard over the last few years since the sequester law or the sequester has gone into place, that people are missing the Marine Band. And that Marine, let's be honest, the Marine Band was a tremendous draw for us. There are a group of, and this came about because of my contact with Jim Gerhardt on 1015, and unfortunately, this year it didn't happen because Jim was seriously injured at home, and he hasn't been on the air in a while, so I never really got a chance to talk to him. There are a group of former Marines who were in the band, who would be absolutely ecstatic to come here and participate in the parade. What the contact is, I've lost the information for that, so that might be something that you might want to
Can someone
explore.
get that to us? It might be the 7 or 8 veterans that were Marines that are doing band tours throughout the United States free.
That's right, it is
And it's
absolutely
supposed to
free.
be unbelievable how it goes on. So,
So that
I
may
mean,
be
to
something
get
to
over, I
look
mean,
for.
you just gotta try to spruce things up. That's why we figured if we combine everything into a full day, the bottom line is the town makes money out of it, rather than having it too much time like it used to be, because we have other events going on. And this could be a one-time thing, we leave the duck out, we do the whole 9 yards, and we add it to the
And-
Basilone race.
And the crowd at the ceremony at the end is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and this might be a way of getting more people down there.
This could be a way of getting people to stay longer, because don't forget, if you remember at 3 o'clock,
If you feed them, they will come.
there'll be free food that will come. Okay, but thank you very much, and
Thank
thank
you.
you for the other thing, Joanne.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Bye-bye.
You're quite welcome. Anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing no one, we'll close the second portion of public comment. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion made by the council president,
Second.
second by Mr. Sebelia. We are adjourned. And everybody gets to go home and watch the minutes.